That's not to say that Frank Vogel didn't possess those characteristics. He's just got to go be great somewhere else. We need a new voice. And Kurt Helin from ProBasketballTalk.com and NBC Sports reportedly, allegedly, supposedly, LeBron James is interested in Mark Jackson potentially being that voice. And going back to the conversation Michael and I just had, if I'm the LA Lakers, LeBron James is out of the band when it comes to consultation rights. Like, you've burned us once with this whole Russell Westbrook thing. So we appreciate that you may have an affection for Mark Jackson, but stay in your lane. You know, we'll take it from here. But having said that, Kurt, and Mike and I have gone back and forth on this. You see, you know, LA Times says that Quinn Snyder is not interested because of the awful way that the Lakers handled Frank Vogel's departure or firing. Juwan Howard is more interested in continuing to coach his kids at Michigan than he is coming to coach the Lakers. I just don't think the job, for all the history, all the prestige, all the banners, all the retired jerseys, for all the Hollywood, I don't think the job is that attractive for a coach, a high-profile coach with legitimate options, that's not unemployed, that's not looking to get back in the game, but somebody that's the kind of coach that the Lakers think they're entitled to. I don't think that guy wants any part of this organization, given how dysfunctional it is. What say you, Kurt?
I actually agree. Anybody with leverage is going to come in and say, hey, first off, remember they lowballed. To be fair to LeBron, he wanted Tyronn Lue. He had pushed for Tyronn Lue. Mm-hmm. They didn't go that direction. Remember, they lowballed him. It was 3 years, about $6 million a year. And for a coach of that caliber, you're talking 5 years, close to $8 million a year guaranteed. Like, I'm not taking less. Remember, you have to take the assistant coach, which we want. Vogel put up with Kurt Rambis sitting in his coaches' meetings. You try that with Quinn Snyder. See how that goes. Like, no coach with any, like you said, any leverage, any options is going to tolerate this. They're going to come in and demand money, security, autonomy. And, you know, hey, if I want to bench Russell Westbrook or somebody else, I don't have to go through management like Vogel did. And you've got to stay out of my meetings. You've got to, like, I just want that kind of control. I don't know. Are the Lakers willing to give that is the first question. Or are they just going to get Are they going to get another replaceable piece? If they want somebody of the stature they're talking about, and Mark Jackson would qualify for this, because I don't know how well you guys know Mark. He's not going to put up with that. Like, he's not going to. Kurt Rambis isn't sitting in on Mark Jackson's coaching meetings, man. That's not going to fly. So I am curious how they handle that. Jackson would be a strong voice. He coached great defense in Golden State. If they don't think he's going to push back on management, like, it's worth a shot. I mean, it might be the biggest name they can get.
Yeah, you bring up a great point, Kurt, because I was thinking as you were talking, then you said it. Like, yeah, I know a coach would demand that, but are the Lakers to the point, are they honest enough to say, yes, this is what we need? And maybe the answer is no right now. They need to be humbled even more, even further, before they get to that desperate point. Let me ask you this, though. Who do you think, besides Mark Jackson, is there anybody who stands out to you who you think, wow, this would be a good match for the Lakers? This coach would really do a good job for them.
I mean, I think they could use, like you said, and I think Pelinka's right about this. They need somebody who has the gravitas, the weight, that can call out LeBron James and Anthony Davis in a coaches meeting and have them accept it. And they kind of put up with it from Vogel at first, and things, weren't working at the end. I'm not sure how many coaches, like Terry Stotts is a great coach. You can't bring him in and expect that to work. So I'm not, outside of Mark Jackson, I'm curious who becomes available. Doc Rivers doesn't necessarily have a great relationship there. I don't see how that works, but I'm not sure. I mean, Steve Clifford is a great defensive coach, but is that really where is Steve Clifford the guy, or is he just another interchangeable part that they can push around? So if they're going to genuinely go get a big name, I'm just not sure. I'm curious to see who comes available, because there will be coaches, and probably a couple we don't expect over the coming weeks. I mean, Quinn Snyder's name has been out there, but somebody else, there will be other coaches available unexpectedly, and that might be where the Lakers go.
Yeah, I mean, and we haven't even gotten to the roster. We haven't even gotten to managing LeBron and AD and the lack of short-term draft capital. We're strictly talking about just the ability to coach the way you want to coach, which is why.
Yeah. And by the way, if you want to get Quinn Snyder or Doc Rivers or Nick Nurse was never coming. I don't know whose pipe dream that was. But if you want to get one of those coaches under contract, first-round pick.
Draft capital.
You want to get one of those up?
At least one. At least one. So Quinn Snyder, though, maybe his stay in the playoffs is a little bit longer than we thought if Luka Doncic is compromised for an extended period of time. So he's got that calf strain. There you go. Hey, this is awesome. Hey, Kurt, you got to see them. We using it. No, this is great. You got an animal house for real. Like last time it was a dog. This time it's a cat. This is all great content for us. So thank you. Keep it up.
And we love it, man.
Like trust me. Yes, this is great. This is great.
That cat doesn't have anything to do with me until I'm on TV, like doing a stream somewhere or some other video. It's like, hey, what are you up to, man?
That's what they want your attention. No, but I'm saying the impact of obviously highest usage rate in the league will probably finish in the top 5 on a lot of people's MVP ballots this year. Luka Doncic is obviously his importance to the Mavericks speak for itself. But him being compromised in game 1, if not longer, I mean that changes the landscape of the entire Western Conference. Because every time you've been on lately, we've been talking about how dangerous Dallas is.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's all been Luka based, right? Like Luka was 4th on my MVP ballot. Like he has been that good this year, and everything they do offensively, he's the hub, right? Like it's even if it's Spencer Dinwiddie or Jalen Green, Jalen Brunson, a secondary scoring opportunity because they're doubling Luka or guys are watching him off the ball, and it opens other stuff up. So much of what they do, their offense is 4.4 per 100 worse when he's off the floor, but in a playoff setting, that would be even more dramatic. It would be a big advantage for Utah. And by the way, we don't really know where this calf strain is. All they've said is he had the MRI, he's got a calf strain. Jason Kidd's press conference today was comedy. Like they're like, well, I don't know if he's going to practice. He plays everything off because they're just playing gamesmanship. They don't want to let the Jazz know what's going on. And somebody go out and ask him, well, what grade strain of the calf is it? And Jason Kidd's response was, wait, they've got grades? He played how many years in the NBA? Yeah, I think he knew, but he was playing it off. They're not letting anything go until Friday night when they have to declare him, probable or questionable or whatever.
Let me ask you this, Kurt. Let's talk about the play-ins. One of the play-in games tonight. The one that everybody's paying attention to, or I would say this, the one that everybody feels like they know exactly what's going to happen. And that would be Brooklyn against the Cavaliers. I haven't heard anybody say, hey, you know what? Watch out for the Cavaliers. They might win this thing. I keep hearing, Brooklyn's going to do it. Watch out for Brooklyn. Is there any scenario in which you can see the Cavaliers pulling this thing out? Because I just got this feeling. I don't know why. I just have this feeling that Cleveland's going to win it. What do you think?
The greatest Lauri Markkanen game ever. I mean, this is probably what it takes. I went back and watched the game that they played last Friday night, which had some weight. And they used Markkanen on him a lot, on Kevin Durant as the primary defender. Markkanen's not, look, he's tall, he's long, he moves his feet better than I think people realize. He's not going to, nobody can guard Kevin Durant, but he in particular, they just don't have the matchups. Look, Brooklyn can't get stopped, so maybe a really hot Markkanen and a really hot Garland, and if their whole team is kind of clicking offensively, it's a great Karis LeVert night. Maybe they can hang. But I got a feeling it's going to be one of those games where Brooklyn gets up by 15, and that lead shrinks down to 5. Then they explode back up to 15. Then it shrinks. But it's going to be one of those accordion games, and in the end, they'll just have too much. I don't really see how Cleveland can get enough stops in enough plays. If Jarrett Allen were healthy, I think this would be a much more entertaining game. Without him, I just don't see how they pull it off.
With Paul George, I believe the Clippers have the best offense in the league since he's come back. like over 7 games or something like that. I love Minnesota. I love what they've done. But I'm feeling the Clippers tonight in that play-in. I still think Minnesota can beat the winner. No disrespect, I mean, to the Pelicans or the Spurs, because they're both going to be a tough opponent. I think Minnesota can still get in at 8, but I'm liking the Clippers in much the same way I like the Nets, where it's like, yeah, there's some, there may be some flaws there, and maybe the matchup doesn't break well for them in terms of who they end up facing at the top of the bracket. But I'm feeling the Clippers tonight and as a dangerous team moving forward. What about you?
You like your old guys, right? That's what it comes to. You're like betting on your veterans. I actually picked the Clippers as well, only because the most fascinating first round or play-in matchup to me is Karl-Anthony Towns is the best player in this game. Like, let's make no mistake, he is an offensive force, best shooting big man in the game right now. Like, he's going to get his points. The Clippers are so versatile defensively. Like, hey, we're going to throw Zubats at him, and we can throw Morris at him, but we can throw Robert Covington at him with a quick double and then back off and scram switch behind. Like, they are such a high IQ defensive team that they're going to this is Tom Brady going back, and we're going to see a different look from the defense every time, and we're not sure who's going to drop and who's going to go. And if Towns is Tom Brady tonight, and he's just like, oh, I've seen all that, I'm good, and then picks it apart, I like Minnesota, but I'm not sure he can do that on this stage. I think the Clippers, look, they have played in big playoff games before. This is not new pressure for that roster. I think they can throw off the Minnesota offense enough and get enough half-court offense out of Paul George and maybe a hot night from Luke Kennard from 3 or something. I kind of like the Clippers in this one.
I like it. I like it. Clippers, you got the Clippers, I got the Wolves, you got the Nets, I got the Cavs.
That's going to be that's going to be the best game. The most entertaining game is going to be Charlotte and Atlanta because nobody could stop anybody. But like tonight's the best X's and O's game.
All right, Kurt Helin, we appreciate you, man. Thanks for dropping knowledge. Thanks for dropping by. We will talk to you next week, if not sooner.
Yeah, me and my cat will be.
Thank you so much. Yes. How many pets do you have? For just so we know.
2 cats and 2 dogs. Rhett and Starlet are the cats, and then 2 yippy little dogs that my kids love.
All right. So next time,
I feel for you.
Bring them all.
I feel for you.
We're both we're both pet lovers. I got a dog. Mike's got a bunch of them. Just bring them all.
I'm in a pet-loving family. Let's put it that way. I'm in a pet-loving family.
My wife is a vegetarian, which pretty much makes me a vegetarian.
Exactly. Hey, thanks for watching Brother from Another on YouTube. Make sure you hit subscribe before you leave, and be sure to watch us 3 to 5 p.m. Eastern Time on Peacock. Appreciate you.